Welcome to Nalla Narasimha Reddy Educational Societies Group of Institutions. Myself, Suresh Kumar, Assistant Professor in Department of Civil Engineering. In today's lecture, I am going to explain about characteristics of contours. What are these characteristics of contour means? See, for everything have some characteristics. Based on that characteristics only we can identify. For the particular these contours, we have some characteristics. Based on these characteristics only we can read the contour maps. If you don't know about the characteristics of the contour, we can't identify and we can't read that contour maps. So the characteristics of contours are, first one, all points in contour lines have a same elevation. So whatever the elevations which are showing on these contour maps, all are equal. Flat ground is indicated where the contours are widely separated. So in contour maps, if you see widely separated lines, that indicates a flat, where that in a field that is a flat ground, and steep slope where they run close together. Whatever the lines which are showing on the contour map, the lines are very close. If the lines are very close, it indicates that that land is steep slope. That land where you are seeing, you are observing these steep slope, it indicates that all the lines are very close. If your lines are very close, then only it indicates that there is a steep slope. Uniform slope is indicated when the contour lines are uniformly spaced. That whatever the lines which are showing in that contour map like this uniformly, that is, if you are getting the lines uniformly, if you are having a uniform lines like this, then it will call it as uniform slope. Like this, we need to identify these contour maps. If you are seeing these type of observations, then it is a steep slope or gentle slope or uniform slope. A plane surface where they are straight, parallel or equally placed. If you know that is a plane surface, then there will be a straight lines or parallel lines or equally placed lines. These, if you are observe these type of lines in contour maps, we treat it as a plane surface. So these are the characteristics. Again, we need to next characteristic. See, a series of closed lines on the map represent a hill if the higher values are inside. Okay. See, if you observe this contour map, this is my contour map. This whatever I am showing, this is my contour map. These contour map, your values, that is 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. These, if your values are, inner values are higher, if your inner values are higher, then it is treated as hill. So that is more important. Your inner values are higher values, then it is treated as hill. These 80, 65 and 70, 75 are the interval. What I told you, that is interval. See, a series of closed lines on a map indicates a depression if the higher values are outside. See, if you see here, if you observe this drawing, the drawing indicates that higher values are outside. See, this is 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. If you see these higher values are outside side of reverse of your hill, then it is treated as depression. Your land is like this. Here they will see this type of depression in the particular land. So, see, the contour line cross ridge or valley is at right angle. So, if the higher values are inside the bend or loop in the contour, it indicates a ridge line. I told you already, for canals, we depends upon this ridge line only. In the similar way, if you reverse of that, it will conduct as valley. That is, will read if reverse of your ridge, will treat it as a valley. Next, the contours cannot end anywhere but close on themselves either within or outside the limits of a map. See, any contour maps will not close on themselves. So it will be a within or outside the limits of a map. Your contour line will be extending, but it will be stop in your particular map, not in a reality. The contour lines cannot merge or cross one another on a map except in case of overhanging cliff. So what happens means, only in the case of overhanging cliff, only in the case of this overhanging cliff, only in the case of this overhanging cliff, you are going to see only in the case of overhanging cliff, we are going to see merge or cross one another the contour lines. If you see here, this is a ridge. So here all points are starting at one point, are merging at a one point. So this starting point will only possible in the case of overhanging cliff. So if you are seeing this type of diagram or this type of contours in your particular contour map, then we'll treat it as a overhanging cliff. In other cases, your map or your contour lines will not merge. Contour lines never run into another except in the case of a vertical cliff. In the case, several contours coincide and horizontal equal line becomes zero. See, if you observe this diagram, beside this is a vertical cliff. If in case of vertical cliff, there is no horizontal distance. Okay, only in the case of this vertical cliff, there is a horizontal equivalent will be a zero. In all other cases, it will not possible in a contour maps. Only in case of vertical cliff. Depressions between summits is called a saddle. It is represented by 4 sets of contours as shown. See, this will be shown like this. It represents a dip in right ridge or a junction of two ridges, and in the case of a mountain ridge, it makes the form of a pass. See, this is like a pass. It will represent only the form of saddle. So this is one of the characteristic of a contour. See, these if you know these all characteristics, then only you can read a contour map. Without knowing these characteristics, we can't read the contour map, and we can't identify what the reality data which is showing that contour map. If you want to take any decisions before going to site, we'll rely on the this contour maps only. If you know the characteristics, then only you can read that contour diagram or contour map. By this, I want to end my lecture, today's lecture. In next class, I will explain you methods of contour. Thank you.